So how about the oldest children in your families? Are they much help, or do they kind of, now that they're a little older, you just kind of let them do their own thing more so that you can focus more on keeping the younger ones safe or entertained, or do they actually pitch in and help?
It depends on the child's personality. In my family, like my oldest is a boy and he's pretty focused on his things that he likes to do. So I would say he doesn't really require a lot of attention from me. You know, I mean, he needs his basic needs met, and of course we have, you know, hugs and snuggle time and we chat, but it's usually more me initiating, like, hey, how was your day? What's going on? Because he's happy, he's just playing. So he's really pretty low maintenance, but he's not necessarily helping me either. My next daughter, who is 5, I will say she is a huge help with my baby daughter, because she thinks that her baby sister is the best person in the world. So at breakfast time, lunchtime, it doesn't matter, whatever meal, you know, the baby is in the high chair, and my 5-year-old is not happy for the high chair to be like not next to her. It has to be right next to her. Okay. And then she has to be entertaining the baby and talking with her and making faces and getting those cute reactions from her. Yeah. My 5-year-old can entertain my 1-year-old like all day long, and they're both getting entertained, and they're both getting interaction, and they're both getting brain development. And it's a difference between when you're like the mom of one, it's all on you to give that to your child. And as an adult, to spend like 5 hours in like Kuchiku land can start to kind of mess with your brain a little bit. Yes, but when you have sort of other children to kind of share that load with, and they're all having fun and they're bonding as siblings, that can be really a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Yes. It helps a lot.
How about for you, Liz? Does Seraphine like to pitch in?
Yeah, on her time.
On her time.
Yeah, it depends. Like if it's urgent and I need something right then, sometimes it takes a little coaxing for her to do it, especially when she's in the middle of a craft or something that she really loves to do. But when it's urgent, you know, sometimes I only have 2 hands, and
she might hear that tone in your voice. Oh, she means it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. So about Sebastian, is he at a point where he
can be, he can also be helpful in his own way as well. They're, like you said, their personalities, and it just depends on the situation. Seraphine is such a mom, and because the kindergarten date change happened, Seraphine and Sebastian were actually in preschool for a year together, which I was very worried about. That Seraphine would sort of overtake Sebastian and he would not be allowed to be his own person in preschool. And like the first couple of weeks, she really was his mom at preschool, like putting a blanket around him and cuddling with him and showing him where he needed to go, which was very sweet. And she did allow him to become his own, which I was very happy about.
All right, great. How about at your home?
Well, I think it's funny because people, I'll say, oh, I have, you know, at the time, like a 6, 8, and 9-year-old, and they'll say, oh, you have all these big helpers to help with the baby. And I'm like, yeah, right. I'm like pulling teeth here to go get me a clean diaper. Our oldest has this, it's kind of a double-edged sword. So she's very helpful. And I have to tell her, you know, how grateful I am that she is willing to take her time to help me. But at the same time, she is a mother. She has spent years mothering her sister, and we have tried to break her of that because we just try to tell her, you're just a kid, go be a kid. You don't have to be her mom. And it also was keeping her sister from kind of feeling like she was strong enough to handle things herself. So she was, you know, she was pushing like 6 or 7 and was still baby talking a lot, and wouldn't try to open a bottle of something, just would immediately hand it to her sister to do it for her. And I said, we've got to get her in the habit of, you know, believing that she can do it herself. So while I'm grateful for her help, the oldest, I also have to balance it with, she will fall very quickly into, you know, she'll just pick him up and walk away with him. She'll start feeding him things that I haven't said are okay. So I have to watch because she tends to think she knows more than she does. And I tell her it's okay that you don't know, because when I was your age I didn't know either, but this is why
Right.
I'm the mom and you're just a 10-year-old, and
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.